Donald Trump's health is collapsing and he fears this could be the end. Now, over the past 24 hours, I've been sharing with you all of those clips from Donald Trump's trip to China, where he couldn't walk in a straight line, where he was constantly hunched over, where he couldn't complete sentences. And I've been previously showing you conduct consistent with that as well. We've been showing you the way his hands are blathered with all of this makeup to cover up the rot that's taking place. His neck has all of these issues with it. You know, we've speculated, is this what happened to his father, Fred, who died after a very serious, rapidly accelerating Alzheimer's? Is this dementia? Is this a series of mini strokes? Now we also learned that part of Donald Trump's what will now cost $1 billion, this golden ballroom, or $1.4 billion. Part of it involves a secret hospital underneath the ballroom where I suppose if he has mini strokes or whatever, he can be rushed to that hospital. We know that at the end of this month, in about a week and a half or so, he's going back to the hospital, Walter Reed, for what they say is another annual checkup. The last semi-annual checkup was in October. And then they're also saying that he's going to visit the dentist again, but he just visited the dentist in early May when he was in Florida. Then he visited the dentist in January, and the White House has a dental operatory. But now the Trump regime says Donald Trump is going to Walter Reed to have extensive dental work. That raises lots of red flags. And don't even get me started on what came out of Donald Trump's October medical appointment, where we learned about the advanced imaging, which Donald Trump said, yeah, I got an MRI. Well, what part of your body, Donald, did you get the MRI? And I don't really know. And then Donald's doctors were like, the abdomen. It was a preventative abdominal MRI. And then, of course, on the MeidasTouch network, we had some of the top health experts, some of the top physicians say no such thing as a preventative MRI done on the abdomen. Preventative MRIs really aren't a thing as well. Then they say, it wasn't an MRI, it was a CT scan. Sorry about that, it was a CT scan. You don't know the difference between an MRI and a CT scan. Trump doesn't know what part of the body the MRI was on. Lots of red flags. And now as Donald Trump came back from China, the whole damn world is saying this guy is fading quick. This guy is collapsing before our eyes. And I'm like, thank you. This is what we've been saying on the MeidasTouch for a very long period of time. I know y'all wanted to focus on former President Biden, this, that, and the other. I go, Trump's like 100 times worse than Biden. Let's be absolutely real here. So what's Donald Trump posting? All night, this is what he was posting. Post. This is why I say Donald Trump knows the end is near, or feels the end is near. It's a photo of him next to Xi Jinping, and it's a weird photo of Donald Trump. Like he looks like he's like in a relationship with the guy. And Donald Trump writes, President Trump gets younger. Yeah, I don't think so. And then he does another post. Again, I'm going to just show you a handful because this is all night. Here's another one. President Trump ages in reverse. Okay, it's a photo of him that he doesn't look all that good. Then it says same guy, even more energy now, and it's a weird AI image of Donald Trump like looking in a very like loving way, like with like your partner, but he's looking at himself when he was sent to a boarding school because I believe his dad found that he was doing certain things. There are lots of rumors, but go look into that. In any event, looking at his younger self, and then it says same guy, even more energy now, and it's post after post. This weird photo, which it looks like he's about to kiss Xi Jinping, another photo where he just looks like a complete wreck, another photo where he's being like, look at this guy's face. He doesn't know where he is. This is the photo you're posting, and the tour guide is showing Donald Trump how to walk in a straight line. And then Donald Trump posts AI images of himself and a random admiral, and then it says, it was the calm before the storm. And okay, Donald, got it. This is the way you tell us you're going to invade Iran. Very mature. The calm before the storm. And then it's a weird AI image of him. And he goes, this is Space Force, Space Force. And then like he just continues to post these images of Thomas Massie and like Thomas Massie's ex-girlfriend, who Donald Trump is claiming that Massie had inappropriate relations with his ex-girlfriend. That's one of the things they're trying to like harass and taint Massie with, in my opinion. Here's the doctor's note, by the way. It says, Donald Trump will visit Walter Reed National Military Medical Center on May 26th for his annual dental and medical evaluation and to visit with the men and women of the military. He's using the military as pretext for why this is going to take so long. This will include the president's routine annual dental and medical assessment as part of his regular preventative health care. Sure, Jan, that's what's going down. The president will also spend time with service members and a staff at Walter Reed in recognition of their service, professionalism, and dedication to the nation. Additional details regarding the president's schedule will be released at a later date. You know, you can go to Walter Reed whenever you want to go and show your appreciation for the troops. I mean, former presidents, whether it was Biden, Obama, George W. Bush, whoever, I mean, they would just show up, not because they wanted to use the troops as a way to hide their medical conditions. In my opinion, that's not why they did it. Donald Trump posting photos like this, of former President Biden sleeping at the Oval Office while Hunter Biden snorts cocaine, and former President Obama holds an auto pen and Hillary Clinton looks at him weirdly while he's sleeping. Like, you know, you're describing yourself here, Donald. Like, this quite literally is what you look like. Like, that image is you right now. I'll show you what former President Biden looks like. This was just posted by Dr. Jill Biden. Take a look at this. Former President Biden with Hunter, with the family, Dr. Jill Biden. Look at this healthy family, happy family who cares about each other, loves each other. Like, just good people, as Brian Krasny said. These are good people right here. And then I'm seeing lots of images that are being shared like this saying, these are pictures from this week. Former President Biden, Donald Trump. I'm not sure that's a real one of Donald Trump. But it looks pretty close to what Donald Trump looks like. And I do want to remind you of this, because, you know, Donald Trump would go on all of these right-wing podcasts where he would mock former President Biden's health. And now these right-wing podcasts are calling out Donald Trump. Like, I'll give you an example. This is in 2024, when Donald Trump was on Andrew Schultz. And Donald Trump's like, yeah, Biden, he always is falling asleep. Like, he went to the beach and he fell asleep on the beach. I mean, the guy was on a vacation, Donald. So yeah, he was resting on a vacation. You fall asleep. Do we have just B-roll of Donald Trump sleeping right now? Let's see if we play the B-roll of him. So this is what Donald Trump would say in 2024 in Andrew Schultz. Play this clip.
Yeah. He has one ability I don't have. Yeah. He sleeps. He can sleep. This guy goes on a beach. And he lays down on one of those, 6 ounce, they weigh 6 ounces and you can't lift it. They're meant, they're meant for.
And here's how Andrew Schultz just described Donald Trump this week, just to show you what has happened over the course of this year so you can see for yourself. Let's play it.
At this point, you're retarded. Like, yeah. I'm sorry. Literally, permanent war, Epstein files, like, this is.
He literally said this week, he doesn't care about American people's financial situation.
I saw that shit.
All he cares about is that Iran don't have no nuclear weapons. What the fuck, yo? Since when can a president multitask? Since when can a president, make sure Iran don't have nuclear weapons, but also care about the promise that you said won you the election? You told us that you won the election because of one word, groceries, and you said you was going to fix the economy on day one.
I mean,
you don't give a fuck about America's financial
He can care about Iran and Gulf, but he can't care about Iran and if Americans can afford to put food in their mouths. Nah, dude.
Now, as I mentioned, Donald Trump building a secret hospital that he revealed in a court filing end of last week in this reply brief that Donald Trump wants to build the ballroom after the federal judge blocked the ballroom. Donald Trump, it looks like Donald Trump wrote this himself, this motion. The National Trust for Historic Preservation, which again is not a governmental agency of any type, never once denies that its lawsuit is motivated by an irrational desire to stop anything associated with Donald J. Trump, which even Democrats say is Trump derangement syndrome, TDS. The project, which includes a state-of-the-art hospital and medical facilities, top-secret military installation, bomb shelters, structures, and equipment protective partitioning, and other features, is fully designed to protect the president. This project as a whole, with one venting system, one electrical system, one plumbing system, one security system, one air conditioning and heating, and very importantly, one structural system, will ensure the events like the assassination attempt in Butler, West Palm Beach, and the Washington Hilton on April 25th don't happen again. Hey, Donald, where was your medical records from Butler where you claim an AR-15 bullet hit you in the face, but you just got it just nipped your ear, nipped the lobe, except you don't know where the lobe is. And you said, and you didn't release the medical files there. Lots of red flags there. Oh, and then we have Donald Trump, of course, recently saying how he's not going to make it to heaven. He's not going to make it to heaven. Here's what he says about not making it to heaven. Let's play this clip.
It's not worthy of heaven. I'm not going to make it. And I was having a good time going, I was having fun. I hope to make it. But I doubt I will, to be honest with you. A lot of you will. I'm not so sure. But I was having fun. The New York Times has a front page story. Donald Trump is now questioning his mortality. They made it like I was totally. So you can't joke.
Yeah, I think maybe that's one of the reasons he keeps on attacking the Pope also, because Donald Trump thinks if he attacks the Pope, maybe he can coerce the Pope into allowing him to get to heaven. I don't even know what's going on in this deranged individual's mind. But let me share this with you as well. This is Tim Dillon, again, right-wing podcaster. This is like a pod bro guy who was, MAGA or MAGA adjacent in my view, leading up to the 2024 election. And here's how he describes the United States under Donald Trump now, with all of Donald Trump's behavior that Trump's exhibiting. Here, play this clip.
We're not telling China to fuck off. We're done with that. Let me help everybody. We're done with that. We're not the high school bully anymore. We're not. We're the weird kid who may have a gun. We are not the high school bully anymore. We're the weird kid that may have a gun and is not hot, but is not terribly ugly. Like you might fuck them. That's who we are. We're the weird kid that knows how to get drugs, who may have a gun, and you could see yourself fucking. We're not the bully. We are not the jock. We are not the quarterback. The American quarterback century is over. This is not Top Gun. We are not Tom Cruise. You need to wake the fuck up. There's a new Chinese kid in school, and he's kind of American looking. He's kind of ripped, but he's also Chinese, and he's hot, and people want to fuck him. They want to fuck him because he's kind of got a nice cock, and people want it. They want to get down, and they want to slurp him. They don't want to slurp us anymore. You know why? Because we've hung out behind the Dairy Queen too long, doing drugs with our friends. We look a little older. We have wrinkles in our face. We're the college kid who keeps going to the high school parties. We're a pedophile, and we may have a gun.
There you have it, folks. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 7 million subscribers. And thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to add the MeidasTouch podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts for new updates every single day.